Hey there. Hey, it's Eric, the human Swiss Army knife, and I'm camping out here in Idaho, and I had some free time, and I was thinking back on the days of growing up in Hawaii when I was 19. I moved there when I was 19 years old, and just some of the colorful people that came into my life that were pretty wild. Just doing the Hawaiian culture was pretty interesting. I'm here in Idaho right now camping, and I'm with my wife of 38 years, Gail, and I'm 68 now. So I was just thinking back. This shoreline kind of reminded me of where where I asked my wife to marry me at Kavela Bay. The the shoreline and the bushes and things like that were very similar to what Kavela Bay was like. Kiave bushes and things like that. Anyway, I digress because the story is going to be about that area anyway. So I think it was about 77 or 70, no, yeah, 77, 78 right there. Uh, there were characters at Sunset Beach that really made Sunset Beach. There was a CC drive-in, and some of you that lived in that area will remember it. There was an Atari game there that it never got stopped used. People would come in there and it was like, um, it was always there. They were always playing that. CC Drive-In had sort of a following. You'd go there, get plate lunches and stuff like that. Just down and attached to that was Kammies um, store, and which is right across the street from Sunset. And at the time there was Julio's Pizza. And Julio, if anybody remember Julio, it's about a 6'5" dude, a little goatee and stuff, and he was totally a character. He was the character of Sunset Beach, and the CNC, the Kammies store was classic. And this is about both Kammies and Julio's together, because so the background at Kammies store was there were two brothers, Colin and gosh, I forget the other guy's name, but I always remember Colin because he would carry a sawed-off bat in his hands for the local surfer kids that would steal from him or what have you. He'd chase them out of the store. Anything went with Colin. He really had a good heart, and that family always had a good heart. And I remember Colby, the daughter, she was really cool also. I don't remember much other of the family, but I got to know them, and I got to know Colby a little bit in the store. So set back 77, 78, there was going to be a huge party down past Kavela Bay, which I believe might have been Mike Mary's house. Now, Mike lived at Kavela Bay when I got married. And in fact, he was in the house at the time when I asked my wife to marry me at Kavela Bay. But I think he had a house that was further down the road. Him and another guy named Mickey, they played in bands and stuff like that. So they were playing music. So they got together and had this big blowout party. And of course, Julio was the head of it. He would throw out flyers at his pizza place. He had an awesome pizza place. Just a little window would open up and Julie would make pizzas for you. And so one night they had this party and he was passing out flyers and everything like that, and everybody was coming. I had established my electronics company, so Julio and I kind of knew each other from that, and everybody knew me as the TV guy, Hey, out in the lineup at Pipe or Sunset, don't kill him, he's the TV guy. They actually said that. So the funny part was that it was the middle of the night and probably 1 in the morning, and we were out of beer and no more beer. And Julio goes, "Let's go wake up Mr. Kammy." And I go, "What? Are you kidding me?" He goes, yeah. Because he would rent from them, so his pizza place was attached to Kammies. So he knew the Kammies pretty well, and they kind of liked him. He was just a character, but he paid his rent, and he was a nice guy and stuff. So he goes to the back of the house, and the back of their house is right behind Kammies' store, and he's going, "Hey, Colin. He says, wake up, and you hear this, what? Who is that? And you know Colin's probably got a bat in his hand or what, a gun or what have you. And he goes, it's Julio. It's Julio. We want to buy some beer. Open your store. And he goes, yo, go away, go away. And I'm standing right next to hearing this whole thing. He goes, go away, go away. And he goes, we got $250 or $200. And you could hear Colin going down the street, putting his pants on, going, $200, I'll be right there. It was the funniest thing. He opened Kammie's store up. We bought a couple $100 worth of beer, put it in the back of the truck. I think it was my truck, it was my truck. And we drove it to Cavella Bay, just past Cavella Bay, is at Mike Mary's house. Now I remember this because Cavella Bay had a certain entrance, but this was further down, somewhere between the Kahuku Hospital and there, because it was kind of like a really beaten road path, so you had to go down like maybe 200-300 yards to get to the house, which was on the water. As we're going down that road, everybody knows that we got beer, and people are starting to pull beers out of the back of the truck. By the time we get there, the truck's half full, and I remember Julio getting up on his microphone and telling them what happened, and everybody just cheers. And that was just a really different kind of story, but that's Julio in there. And then after Julio left, Rick came in and opened up Arisha's Celestial Foods, Arisha's Food, because Celestial was down the road. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. All my friends that were Hawaiian said, hey, before I went and met you, I thought frickin' haole was one word. Anyway, thanks for listening. Talk to you later.